Dale Evans, Kalani Kalima. Please identify yourself.
Hi, my name is Bridget Murphy, and I stand in strong opposition to the Waimanalo Bay Plan. So again, the environmental assessment was completed between 2010, 2020, or 2012. There needs to be a supplemental review to address the outdated information, looking at traffic changes, impacts on wildlife, and the sea level rise. In reading through the plan, I noticed the phrase best practices was used throughout. In the short period of time phase one has been going through, there have already been major violations of archaeologists not being present during the bulldozing. If one of the most essential aspects of this project and this plan is being violated, then how many other parts are being dismissed and overlooked? What is the real reason this project is moving through so fast? This is really, really concerning to trust this plan and to trust this assessment. This process really needs to slow down. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony.
Hello, Mike Ako. I'm still Kalani Kalima. I think some of the concerns that we also had was the TIR, the traffic impact assessment report that was put on. Okay, so for all of us that live in this county, we know that there's a huge traffic of when school is in and school is out. Yeah, so if you look at the master plan, the traffic assessment, it was done in the summer on a weekday. Yeah, in Waimanalo, you need to come during the weekends.
Yes.
And you get to see all of the island coming over there, coming through. So already, I believe that the assessment was skewed for the lightest part of the year, and the week was done over the weekdays. That traffic assessment didn't account for all of the tourists that come through. They utilize the population with 1.2% growth, but they didn't take into account in Waimanalo, the tour companies and the tourist cars makes a huge percentage of already an overcrowded highway. I just wanted to make sure that we get that in, since people are doing water and EV and historical sites and the bats. Mahalo.
Thank you for your testimony.
My name is Barbara Mayer. I've lived in Waimanalo Beach lots since 1976. I demand phase one be stopped, and I demand an EIS, environmental impact statement. The Hawaiian hoary bat is Hawaii's only land mammal and a severely endangered species. A flock of bats, one of which fits in the palm of your hand, journeyed from the Pacific coast of North America to Hawaii about the same time ancestral Hawaiians landed at Sherwoods. The federal government is advised against cutting plants in Sherwoods from June 1 through September 15th to protect young bats. But cutting down vegetation at any time of year removes trees needed by Opea of all ages to roost every night. We need to keep all of Sherwood's undeveloped and green, not only for the bats, but also for our children. As documented in Richard Louve's book, Last Child in the Woods, Saving Our Children from Nature Deficit Disorder, kids need plenty of time in undeveloped natural areas for their mental health. Again, I demand phase one be stopped, and I demand an EIS. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. Any questions? Thank you. Please identify yourself.
My name is Raynette Paaoao-Bowman. We live in Homestead since 1950. We oppose this master plan. I oppose it. We've got 2 sons that have good jobs and 3 granddaughters that live on Homestead. When we deal with traffic from this, and that's what's going to happen, then our children and grandchildren will leave this island. This is truly making my heart cry. Traffic was Waimanalo all the way to Sandy's this weekend. Moving, creeping, all the way. It could have been beyond Sandy's, but we took the back road. Our granddaughters just completed volleyball at the Waimanalo Rec Center. Season just ended. They also played soccer this past year at Azevedo Field. Even if the field is bad, they're still playing there. We have spent many years with our two sons on all those fields. So hear us, please hear us. Hear our hearts cry. Thank you for today.
Thank you so much for your testimony. Any questions? Thank you. Please identify yourself.
My name is Teresa Parsons. I am a resident of Kailua, but right on the edge of Kailua, Waimanalo. My house backs up onto Kalani Highway, and when my house was built in 2000, there was no traffic backup out of Waimanalo. Now, every day, multiple times a day, all the way to Kanapu'u, which is almost 2 miles into Waimanalo, there's traffic backed up. There's noise and people fighting and angry because they can't get into Waimanalo because there's so much traffic. That used to never happen. It happens every day now. Sherwood is sacred to me. When my mother died 2 years ago, that was one of her favorite places when she came to visit me. And her ashes are there. So when I see the bulldozers come through, what I see you doing is desecrating my mother's ashes. I ask you to stop this. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your testimony.